viewers get mad at the guests or the hosts if the hosts were to criticize Democrats. They've made their viewers dumber over the years. I think brainwashing and dumbing down,
it's bad.
Aggressive,
I get it.
Helps Trump.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about an MS-13 DNC, also known as MSNBC producer, getting caught on candid camera admitting that MSNBC is a mouthpiece for the Democratic Party, a mouthpiece, a propaganda arm for Kamala Harris. Pretty much whatever Kamala wants to push forward, whatever the Democrats want to push forward, MSNBC is behind them 100%, and it's on purpose. And it's so bad that people who watch this garbage have become brainwashed. They have become more cynical. They become more hateful. They have become worse people as a result of direct programming from MSNBC. Now, before we get into this, first of all, these guys guzzling alcohol and spilling their guts. Do you not know what's going on out here? If it was me, I would assume that everybody I talk to is a federal agent, and I'm going to keep my comments on a level of I'm not trying to get caught. I'm not trying to indict anybody. But maybe this guy said, you know what, forget it. I'm going to just spill my guts, and I don't care who listens. Now, before we get into the video, shout out to James O'Keefe specifically. This is one of his operations. Not Crowder, as it had been before. Not Project Veritas, James O'Keefe's former business. This is OMG, O'Keefe Media Group, and I will link to this entire thing in the box. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
So do you feel like MSNBC is doing enough to help the Harris campaign?
I mean, they're doing all they can.
Meet Basil Hamden, a writer and producer for MSNBC's weekend show, Iman. Basil also reveals that, quote, what her message of the day is their MSNBC's message of the day.
What have they done to help the Harris campaign?
Amplify her message. What her message of the day is their message of the day.
Hamden revealed that MSNBC is the Democratic Party's mouthpiece and is doing anything to get Kamala elected. Hamden says this news network is indistinguishable from the Democratic Party.
So is MSNBC just like doing whatever it takes to get Kamala elected?
Yes. It hammers home the point that I'm making, that this news network is indistinguishable from the party.
I mean, but you know what? We've all been saying that for a long time. We've been saying that for forever. And then those who want to criticize us and dispute what we say, oh, no, that's not true. That's just Trump talking points. You're a MAGA. You're a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. Well, we have a producer from MSNBC saying it himself, the same exact thing that we've been saying.
Are they just the Democratic Party's mouthpiece?
Exactly.
MSNBC is the Democratic Party's mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Basil calls MSNBC viewers brainwashed and states that MSNBC made their viewers dumber over the years.
Viewers get mad at the guests or the hosts if the hosts were to criticize Democrats. They've made their viewers dumber over the years. I think brainwashing and dumbing down,
it's bad.
Aggressive,
I get it.
Helps Trump.
When she's delivering these messages now, I think she keeps getting better.
Kamala Harris is telling the truth. The hate campaign against Kamala Harris has begun. They purposefully pronounce her name wrong.
But as a black woman, the product of a mixed marriage, she's an inspiration.
Oh boy, like all this stuff right here, you could tell that it's astroturfing, it's things that are done to just offend people. The whole pronouncing the name wrong. And it's so easy to pronounce the name wrong. Kamala. To me, potato. It sounds the exact same.
I don't know, Nicole, vote for her or don't vote for her, but isn't it great to just have a positive conversation right now?
Last week, we saw Vice President Kamala Harris's first mainstream media solo interview of her presidential run with MSNBC's Stephanie Ruhle. Many people were stating how much of a softball interview it was.
Softball at best. You're talking about T-ball. And if it was softball, you're talking about right at the plate. You pretty much getting an underhand toss. Okay, underhand toss. Go ahead and hit that out the park. That's pretty much what was happening.
Here's a clip from that.
I just want to ask you yes or no. At any point in your life, have you served 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, working at a McDonald's? Yes or no? That's it.
I have.
Okay.
With that, OMG decided to look into MSNBC and their cozy relationship with the vice president. Meet Basil Hamden, a writer and producer for MSNBC's weekend show, Iman. Hamden's background includes working at the Huffington Post as a news director and being the executive producer for Michael Moore. Basil met our OMG American swiper on the dating app Bumble and divulged about his job to our undercover journalist.
Hold on. Can we go back? Can we see some of the Bumble bio? Let's read some of that. Okay, so he graduated NYU 2008, deeply immersed in politics, media, and the world we live in. New York native, first generation American. Basil Hamden, so some kind of Middle Eastern, Lebanese or something like that. I wonder what his opinion is about the strike that happened, but that's a different story. I don't want to get too political. So live on UES. I'm not sure what that means. Y'all let me know. I don't know everything. Might be plotting to flee the country and go live on the beach. Want to come? Okay.
Dating app Bumble.
5'10", work out sometimes. He's a Cancer, graduate degree, drink sometimes. Or you drink quite a bit. You had that red wine, a 9-ounce, the big boy red wine, guzzling it and spilling your guts. Don't have any children. Don't smoke. You're a Muslim and a liberal.
And divulged about his job to our undercover journalist.
Remind me where you work.
Right now, I'm working at MSNBC.
What do you do? What's your title?
Writer, producer. So I a live news show on the weekends.
Okay, what is it called?
Amen. Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Basil Hamden, producer at MSNBC, states that MSNBC is helping the Kamala Harris campaign, stating they are, quote, amplifying her message. Basil also reveals that, quote, what her message of the day is their MSNBC's message of the day.
So do you feel like MSNBC is doing enough to help the Harris campaign?
I mean, they're doing all they can.
Which is what? What have they done to help the Harris campaign?
Amplify her message. What her message of the day is their message of the day.
Does anyone really trust the healthcare system?
All right, so this is an ad right here. Sorry, James O'Keefe, but let's go ahead and skip ahead a little bit, just a little bit. I won't play the entire thing. It's about 11 minutes long. I'll play a little bit more, and I will leave the rest, as always, in the description box. And if you're on IG, you know where it's at in the bio. Let's continue.
Hamden revealed that MSNBC is the Democratic Party's mouthpiece and is doing anything to get Kamala elected. Hamden says this news network is indistinguishable from the Democratic Party.
What you were saying earlier, that the MSNBC aligns too closely with the Democratic Party line.
Yeah, so they're often saying the same exact things. The type of people who work in Democratic politics and in the campaign are a lot of the same type of people that would appear on air on MSNBC. It hammers home the point that I'm making, that this news network is indistinguishable from the party.
Are they just the Democratic Party's mouthpiece?
Exactly.
MSNBC is the Democratic Party's mouthpiece.
Yes.
So is MSNBC just like doing whatever it takes to get Kamala elected?
Yes.
Even if there are like clear contradictions that would potentially alienate some of the viewers?
Yes, but unfortunately...
That's bad journalism, right?
It is, but unfortunately, they've made their viewers dumber over the years. Fortunately, they're not brainwashing people with racist propaganda like Fox.
Oh, is that what's going on with Fox? Racist propaganda? All right. Now, when you bring black conservatives on there and you want to vilify them, and I remember specifically because, I've been involved in a lot of politics from being a black person, right? As a conservative, I see how you guys treat us. It might have been one of your colleagues. I forget her name. Costello or something like this. Some funny looking lady, Eastern European or something like this. And shout out to the Eastern Europeans. Nothing against y'all, but I just didn't like her. Talking about, they were in the room in the White House that's considered to be sacred ground and they were rowdy and all this and that. Talking about the black kids. It's like, okay, so we got, the black folks making too much noise in the White House. Is that what it is? Okay. We're here for a good time. We're not here to work. We're here for an event. It's a party. It's a celebration. We got food and everything else. So what should we do? They are very racist when it comes to us specifically, but I digress.
But particularly post-Trump, from Trump on, they've really narrowed their audience's mind to the point where even when guests go on their show to criticize Democrats, people get mad at the guests.
It begs the question, why isn't MSNBC's motto, "The network indistinguishable from the Democratic Party"?
That's a really good question. And again, I will leave the rest of this in the box so you can check it out in full without my commentary. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to James O'Keefe out here still doing the Lord's work, and everybody else, even the guys at Project Veritas's former outfit, and now Stephen Crowder with his undercover videos. You guys are doing great. Finding these young ladies to go on Tinder and Bumble or whatever kind of dating apps they got and get these guys to be drinking wine, alcohol, whatever, and spill their guts. I personally love it because what we're able to see is what we've all known. It's these people admitting what we've been saying about them for a long time. They don't want to confirm it publicly. They don't want to say, oh, you guys are right. But they are saying it undercover. So look, thank your local tinfoil hat wearer, your conspiracy theorist. Thank them for giving you the news ahead of time rather than you finding out many years later when it might be a little bit too late. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about James O'Keefe and everybody else? What's the name of this operation? American Swiper. Get it? Dating apps. But whatever your thoughts are on what he's doing, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I mean, this is what we've all known. This is not a revelation. It's validation. And I love it. I say, keep it coming. These guys want to be on these apps, spilling their guts, talking about everything that's going on in their life, speaking about things they probably shouldn't be speaking about publicly. And they want to keep doing it. That's fine. I ain't going to stop them. I see keep on rocking and rolling. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.